What's up, guys? All my gameplay that I've recorded is starting to pile up, so I think we should start coming out with some videos. So in this video, we'll be going over a review of the new exotic sword that came in Warmind, the Worldline Zero. Now, how to obtain this weapon, you must collect 35 of the 45 of those little data fragments that are scattered around the Hellas Basin area. You'll be able to find them, and trust me, people have put out plenty of guides on it, but essentially, once you hit 35 out of 45, you can head to the Lost Sector in the Braytech Futurescape area, and it'll be in like one of the corners of the room. It's really not that hard to find. It's like this big giant cylinder that actually has the data fragment logo on it, and it'll drop the sword for you. Let's go over its perks. So it comes with this intrinsic perk Tesseract. So basically press the uppercut button after sprinting for a short period of time to perform Tesseract. So you'll be able to see it pop up as a little Q. Next you have Tempered Edge, increased sword damage and ammo. Infinite Guard, sword guard has very high efficiency and balanced defense. Assassin's Blade, sword kills boost movement speed and damage. And then Tireless Blade, powered sword kills grants sword ammo. This thing actually has an exotic catalyst that comes with it, so to get the catalyst to drop, you must get sword kills with any sword, and it's purely RNG. Like, it's a purely RNG drop if you get sword kills. So keep that in mind. You don't have to use the sword, but again, there's not a certain amount of kills you have to get. It's purely luck, essentially. After you get the catalyst, you must get Tesseract hits on level 7 Escalation Protocol bosses, and you have to hit all 5, so it's going to take about 5 weeks. So I think you have to hit them like 2 or 3 times with the sword itself. To increase your percentage, and it goes up by 20% for each boss, so that's how you do the math on that. And basically all the masterwork allows for is Tesseract to activate faster. So again, it's not a crazy good exotic like catalyst to have on it, but still it does activate Tesseract faster. Let's go over a summary of its perks and what I think. So Tesseract is definitely an interesting perk to have, especially in the Crucible. Being able to teleport to your opponent and drop them in one fell swoop is pretty cool. You do have to sprint for a few seconds to have the perk activate, and even without it active, it's still a pretty good sword in general. Infinite Guard is one of the better sword perks that gives it very high efficiency, which means it allows you to swipe at people from a longer range. Plus, it feels like that with a higher efficiency, it's a little bit more of like an auto aim, basically. So if you are floating like even close to someone or even past someone, like it'll completely compensate for it, and you can swipe right at them from a long distance. I know the Warlock sword has very high efficiency as well, so it kind of feels like that. Assassin's Blade is good. Once you get a kill, you can move faster and drop people a lot quicker than normal. With the Assassin's Blade and Tesseract perk active, you can teleport a lot farther as well with the increased speed. Tireless Blade is a solid perk as well, especially if you're constantly using the Tesseract perk or the uppercut on this weapon. Every time you get a heavy sword kill or even a heavy sword hit, you get more ammo back. So, what's not to like about that? PvE-wise, I don't have any footage for PvE, but I can safely say that the sword would perform alright. I think that the only benefit that the sword gives in PvE activities is that on every heavy sword hit, you get ammo back. Like, yeah, it's a great sword. Yeah, you can teleport to enemies, but its perks really aren't meant for PvE engagements. PvP-wise, in the Crucible, well, this thing is pretty entertaining, to be honest. Being able to teleport right to an enemy is pretty great. Plus, you can take people out of their supers very, very easily. I've also used it to get out of engagements as well. Being able to essentially blink out of a bad situation is going to be good for basically staying alive and keeping your efficiency up. Finally, my ranking is an 8 out of 10. Overall, the sword is one of the best. Even if it was legendary without its perk, the stats are like pretty good on it still. I think the only downfall is that it's a sword, right? They're barely used anymore, and they're the epitome of high risk, high reward, right? But it's still very entertaining to use, and I highly recommend getting it. It's rewarding when you turn somebody into arc lightning. Plus, you get to teleport like the Vex now, right? The whole backstory is that it's LC Bray. It's made by LC Bray and Vex technology and blah, 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 blah. That's why you have like the little Vex type of teleport thing there. I think the only 2 swords I can compare to this thing are the Raid Sword, just because you get ammo back when you get hits, and the Warlock Sword, just because of its high efficiency, which gives you a lot more auto aim. I think it kind of combines those 2 things, so that's why I think this sword's pretty good. Alright guys, come to the end of the video. If you don't know how to support me, there'll be a link below. Say best way to support me. I'll take you to a 4-minute video. It's not Patreon or anything like that. I believe it's a lot better than Patreon, and I believe you guys get a lot more out of it. You don't have to do Patreon, but if you don't want to do it, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell next to subscribe if you want to see when I post some content, share this video, and then comment what you guys want to see below. I'm making content for y'all, so whatever you want to see, I will make content on it. I have a lot of thumbnails on my computer right now that I'm going to be making videos on very soon, so be sure to check those out. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.